Now I am moving to the interview part. So the first question, when you get inside, the first and foremost important point is you need to knock the door. Now you have already been told to come inside. Then you may feel, is there a need to knock the door? Yes, it speaks of good mannerisms, my dear friends. Just knock the door and seek permission. Please, may I come in, sir? Yes, please come in, will be the noise from inside. That is the time when you go inside, walk smartly and wish them in proper Saudhan. Good morning, sir. It should be loud and clear. Remember that the first impression is going to make a lot of difference. After this, the panel may permit you or may say that please sit down. Now, take for example, the candidate who has just come in is Ameya. Okay, Ameya, please sit down. So Ameya now will be sitting down. The first question, which is very likely, is, yes, Ameya, introduce yourself. So now Ameya has a lot of scope to talk about himself. Now should he speak, or what would he speak? He would like to speak about his schooling, about the various sports activities he has participated in the school, about his hobbies, about his interests, about some extracurricular activities if he has participated in the school, any of the other activities he has participated elsewhere as well. And last but not the least is some of his strengths he can also mention. Whatever strengths he has, he can always make a mention of them. That is of course up to him. Now, he has finished. Now, but it's also likely that instead of asking straight away, yes, Ameya, introduce yourself, they may ask, oh, hello, Ameya, your name is Ameya. Then you may say, yes, sir. What is the significance of this name Ameya? Sir, Ameya is so and so, whatever. Okay, name of Lord Ganesha or whatever the meaning is. I am trying to say that the point here is you need to know the significance of your name, because this could be one of the questions. Now suppose the significance of your name could be a sun. Suraj is your name, and he says, my name is Suraj. So the interviewing officer may ask you, oh, do you mean that you are as bright as the sun? Yes, sir. I think so, sir. Or whatever you feel you may answer. But remember that these could be kind of the questions that could be asked to you in the initial stage. Be prepared for such kind of questions, right? So now the first question I have already mentioned, introduce yourself. Then will follow a number of questions which could be on the hobbies or which could be on the sports activities. Let us take an example of one hobby. Right, friends? So now I move on to hobbies. Yes, Ameya, or yes, Suraj, what are your hobbies? So he says, Suraj says, sir, my hobbies are singing. Oh, that's very nice, Ameya. So, Suraj, whatever. Then, so who is your favorite singer? Sir, my favorite singer is Kishore Kumar. Right, that's very nice. But Kishore Kumar has sung a number of songs, isn't it? Yes, sir. So then, which is your favorite Kishore Kumar song? So you tell him something. Now, there are in many cases I have observed that while telling about the singer, you speak about somebody, and while giving the song, you give somebody else's song. Now I have asked, tell me his favorite number that you like, and you give the Sonu Nigam's number. Will it be appropriate? No. So if your hobby is singing, then you would definitely have few good numbers in your mind. So plan all such things. Another simple thing, if your hobby is singing, okay, so your favorite is Kishore Kumar. So then do you sing like Kishore Kumar? I hope so, sir. I believe so. Okay, then can you sing a number for me or for us? Sure, sir. Then give a number, right? So very simple. You don't have to get afraid as to how can you sing in front of these 3-4 senior officers. Yes, one thing I would like to mention here, Which all or what kind of officers are sitting there? Yes, there are officers of the rank of Lieutenant General, Major General, Brigadiers, Commodore, Air Commodore, Air Marshal, and so on and so forth. Colonels. So a minimum rank officer who will be sitting for the interviewing panel will be a colonel, and it could be right up to a lieutenant general. Right, friends? So, but don't get afraid. The age group of the officers who are there in the interviewing panel would ideally be in the age group of 45 to 70. So, it could be a middle age or a higher age, but you don't have to get tensed for that. Right? So, the next question about the hobbies could be, now assume that your hobby, some other hobby is there. Sir, I have a hobby of having my own pet, or say you have a own dog at home, and that is your hobby. Now what is a hobby? This is important to understand. Some boys straight away say, sorry sir, I don't have any hobby. I personally feel that there is no individual who doesn't have a hobby. So think over it. What is your hobby? Because hobby could be net surfing, hobby could be continuously sitting on the mobile, that is a mobile savvy, or sitting on the computer, or hobby could be sketching, hobby could be drawing, hobby could be painting, hobby could be gardening, hobby could be music, anything for that. Hobby could be philately. What is philately? Collection of stamps is philately. Then it could be coin collection. So what is coin collection known as? It's ideally known as numismatics. The name of the hobby is numismatics. Numismatics means collection of coins is a hobby, right? So these could be the hobbies. And not only this, it could be anything. Wherever you feel interested, or whenever you have time and you want to spend that time effectively and you enjoy doing that thing, is your hobby. So hope you understand what I mean by hobby. Now sports activities. You might be proficient or good in one of the sports. Say maybe football. Now if you are good in football, they may ask you, okay friend, Ameya, can you tell me any 4 clubs of EPL, English Premier League? Any 4 clubs? Oh sir, I don't remember. Don't speak like this. You don't know? Sorry sir, I don't know. But if you are a fan of football, or if you are playing football, ideally you should be knowing this. So if you are not knowing, you can still work on it, whatever you can. Okay. Then which all kind of leagues are being played in the world, like EPL, then there is La Liga, such kind of things you should know, and I'm sure you would be knowing it. What is FA Cup? What is Super FA Cup? What is Champions League? And I'm 100% sure, my dear friends, in case you are a footballer, then you will be knowing all such things, and you can certainly expect these kind of questions. Now assume that you are a football player, but still you do not know these things. There is no harm. No one on this earth knows everything. So say, sorry sir, I am not aware. Oh, even though you are playing football, you are still not aware? Yes sir, basically I play the game, but I have never found time, or I have never tried to find out which all teams and such things and the players and all that. Fine, no problem friend. Ame, you tell me the dimensions of the football ground. Just see, from the players he has moved on to the dimensions of the ground. Now if you have played football, then you have never measured the length and breadth of the ground, right? But you are supposed to know it. So understand, such questions are the most likely questions. The next thing, yes Ameya, tell me what is your favorite subject? Now you say geography. Suppose you say geography, there could be a number of questions on geography. And also remember, even though because your favorite subject is geography, they are going to ask you more questions on geography, but one odd question on history, one odd question on mathematics can always be there. Now you say your favorite subject is history. Oh, so who was the first Mughal emperor in India? Yes, anyone? Yes, Babur is the first Mughal emperor. Okay. Anyway, but instead of asking who is the first Mughal emperor, they may say, okay, tell me three Mughal emperors who have ruled the country or ruled India. So I'm sure you would be knowing them. It could be, say for example, right from Babur, Humayun, right, Akbar, Aurangzeb, and so many are there. Right? As a matter of fact, there have been 20 Mughal emperors who ruled. Understood? Right. So it started off in 1526. Okay, 1526 when Babur came with the Battle of Plassey, and it ended with the revolt, the Great Indian Revolt of 1857. So if you are good in history, you will know all these things. And I am sure you have learned a lot from our teacher, Praveen Kotkar sir. Yes, now in between I am interrupting all of you, and I am talking about the teachers of Apex. The teachers who have taught you, friends, are firstly Rahul Mulje sir. So we call him Rahul sir. Rahul sir has taught you mathematics. He has also taught you physics and chemistry. Yes, your next teacher, Praveen Kotkar sir. So we call him Praveen sir. Praveen sir has taught you mathematics, and in addition to mathematics, he has taken you history and geography. Right? Now in addition to these two teachers, who all have taught you? Professor Apte, that is Rishikesh Apte sir, who has taught you about English. He has taught you general knowledge and current affairs. And one more teacher has taught you. Who is that teacher? Miss Neeta Rajput, who has taught you biology. So therefore, these are the four teachers who have taken your regular classes for the written. And who has prepared you or some briefing about the interviews? It is Rishikesh Apte sir and Lieutenant Colonel Pradeep Brahmankar. Right? So these are the instructors who have trained you for the SSB. Now, I have spoken talked to you about a number of questions. Now one important question. How have you prepared yourself for the interview? One very important thing which I need to mention here, friends, is please do not lie. Honesty is the best policy. Be honest. Now when I say please do not lie, means therefore, how have you prepared yourself? Sir, I have joined Apex Careers. Now why did you join Apex Careers? Was there a need? Yes sir, I think so sir, because after the examination there was enough time, and in case we did not join, then most probably we would have idled the time and there would have been no clarifications or no one to guide us. So therefore it has been to the best of the time, has been to the best of use, sir. Right? So you have to justify your answer. You should be able to justify. Okay. Now friend, that is Amir, suppose we don't select you, then what are you going to do? Because you see this time there are 13,000 applications and we are going to select only 60 candidates. What is your plan B? I want to know. Sir, my plan B, what I mean by plan B? Plan B means option 2, second option. So in case I don't get selected, then I would join Apex Careers for the 11 plus 12 plus NDA 2-year batch. Oh, do they conduct a 2-year batch also? Yes sir, they are conducting a 2-year batch. However, we need to take admission in Pune, so I will be trying for admission in Ferguson College and then I will join Apex Careers. Or you can make a mention of any other college for that matter. Another option, there is no hard and fast rule that only boy joining SPI or boy joining Apex will join NDA. No, it is not a fact. You can also prepare yourself, my dear friends. So another option, sir, I will prepare myself and give the NDA written exam. I will be very serious for preparations. And I can also join, like the way I joined SPI crash course, I will join Apex Careers for 1 month NDA crash course or whatever you want to tell. Because Apex also conducts 4 months courses or whatever, the way you would like to go ahead. So you have answered this question also. So however, rest of the things you are going to prepare yourself. And I think sir, SSB will definitely need a preparation. So yes, I will definitely join some good coaching classes for SSB interviews. So this could be the answer. Another answer could be, sir, I will prepare everything on my own. I am very confident even though SPI does not select me, I will still make it to NDA, sir. It will be my best efforts to make it to NDA. Oh, that's very nice, friend. Okay, this confidence is very, very important, friends, because based on the confidence also, your chances of getting selected will be more. Okay, now you have answered a few questions. Now, what are the qualities that they are looking forward to? So before we close, before I wind up, I would like to mention most important qualities which they are looking forward to. One of the most important quality they are looking forward to is the communication skills. The communication skills, because the verbal expression, because the written expression, you have passed the written exam. The verbal expression, how you communicate, because what happens is, any officer or any defense officer requires to communicate. So his verbal expression or the power of expression has to be good. So what all will come in the communication skills? The power of expression, good English, good grammar. Now remember one thing, even if the English is not very good, but the grammar must be correct. Okay? Because there would be students from Marathi medium, there would be students from semi-English medium who are also appearing. So they are not going to judge or compare you with the boys from the convent. They are going to compare you with the boys of equal standards, like similar to your way of learning, like semi-English or Marathi medium. So that is the regional language. Understood? So don't get bogged down with the kind of fluency over the language. Because it is not, if you see the kind of officers that we have in the Indian Armed Forces, not all the officers, especially the young officers, will be very, very fluent in the English. Okay? So therefore, but it is not that if you are not able to communicate, then it is not possible. Okay? So you should be able to communicate. Communication is very, very important. In addition to these factors, friends, it is the ingenuity to learn things. It is the inquisitiveness to find out things. If you do not know a particular thing, then we expect you to find out. So your ingenuity to learn or inquisitiveness to find out things is also one of the important factors for selection for NDA as well as the SPI. Now another important thing, you should be a group person, means you should be extrovert. All these things finally help you in making a career in the Indian Armed Forces. So being extrovert is also a very, very good thing. Okay? General awareness, yes, you must know, because it means that you are aware of what all things are going on. Yes, friends, already Apte sir has taken a number of general knowledge and current affairs questions as well. Now I will not like to elaborate on the things which has already covered. Friends, I have tried to cover most of the things. And remember one very important thing. All those who clear the written SPI exam, we are going to conduct a personal interview for all these students in our office. And suppose it is not possible due to some lockdown conditions, then we will be conducting examination, that is interview online. So remember, you have got to be mentally prepared for facing an interview with us as well, right? So with this, I wish you all the best for the coming examination day after tomorrow, and also the main SPI entrance examination for which the date is yet to be announced. Right, friends? So wish you all the best and God bless. Good luck.